Hi, my name is Donna Piant, and I chose to do this video to spread awareness, melanoma awareness. Um, my story began basically when I was doing pretty much the impossible. Um, I was working as a nanny, like 9-hour days, and having a 3-hour commute, and also going to online, taking classes online for my associate's degree for medical billing and coding, which I discovered that I love the medical field. So, needless to say, I was very, very, very busy and constantly researching. And the ironic thing was, I had researched everything, majority of type of cancers for coding reasons, but never really researched skin cancer. And unfortunately, I have fair complexion. I'm Irish descent, and I have green eyes. And so now that I know statistics, if I'd have been more aware of those, I probably would have been a little bit more proactive with going to a dermatologist. But to back up, with going to school and everything, I really didn't have a lot of time and didn't really want to put my employer out. I had a wonderful job as taking care of a toddler, and a very young toddler, and from infant, and they allowed me to bring my computer with me so I could do some of my research papers. And so, I had the mole on my upper left leg, and I think I glanced at the ABCs of skin cancer, but I didn't fit all of them, and I was just so preoccupied and so stressed trying to get my papers, research papers done and submitted on time to get the best possible grade, that I just kind of put off, really, and I was in denial that I could actually have cancer. I thought I was invincible, so to speak, and because I went many weekends without having, slept for a Friday night or a Saturday, because of doing research papers. And needless to say, November of 2011, I finally made an appointment to see a doctor, my doctor, and I had a PA. And she looked at it and she said, "Oh, that's really probably nothing." And so, because she said that, I trusted her. She said, "But if it's starting to really bother you, then," she says, "You know what?" She says, "Let's just get it taken care of, And so we'll schedule you with someone that does the what they call basically they kind of shave it off and then they send it off for biopsy." So. I made my appointment, and I didn't, like I said, I didn't want to put out my employer, and it was 6 weeks later when I finally was able to get in, and then I was finding out on November 21st of 2011 that I had malignant melanoma. At that point, they had staged me at 2B. When I went to Fox, they referred me to a dermatologist first. The dermatologist said, "I don't want to waste your time or your money. We're just going to send you right on to Fox Chase." And so that's what I did. And my surgical oncologist, wonderful guy, since then have, been on Twitter myself, and he retweets my tweets, and it's really kind of cool. And but anyway, I had a wide excision. I have a 7-inch scar on my left leg. And then they did what they call a sentinel node mapping while I was under anesthesia, and pretty much inject you with radioactive blue dye, and then using some kind of like a Geiger counter, if you will, for radioactivity, just to see if it had spread. And of course, it had spread to one of my lymph nodes, which makes me metastatic. So now I am at stage 3B. Now, that was December 20th that I had received, that I had that surgery done. January 31st, 2012, I had that surgery, that sentinel node, lymph node dissection, to remove the remaining lymph nodes in my left leg. Then I started, then I was told I had to do a form of chemo, and it's like using your immune system, and it's called interferon alpha 2b, 2 different phases. Intensive phase, 1 month of that, and that was really, really, really rough. You feel like you have the flu. I mean, you have the fevers, you have the body aches, you have bad headaches, and then your bones start to hurt, and you just feel horrible. And so you may have an upset stomach, which I did, nausea, and there was so many complications, so many side effects, and even though they would give you medications to try to counteract them, it would literally only just take a little bit off the edge. For the most part, you just ended up in bed, shivering with a hat on, and at times just really not wanting to live because you were feeling so sick. That was phase 1 was rough. So the phase 2, I thought I was doing, I began to have all kinds of side effects, and one of them was vertigo. And then I went on with the treatment. I persevered. I was very determined. I wanted to hit April Fool's Day. Was supposed to be my last treatment for that of 2012. But I collapsed on February the 4th of 2012, and after 2 hospital stays, and I was transferred from my Fox Chase, being my second hospital, after they thought that they could control the vertigo, and I was so fatigued I couldn't even stand up on my own 2 feet. I was just, and my heart was really doing wacky stuff, and I was so wiped out that they called it severe fatigue, and I was in a wheelchair, and I was placed in a nursing home for 2 months. The interferon really did a number on me, and while I was in the nursing home, I started having leg cramps. My potassium dropped. My B12 was really, really low, and then they started, my family doctor found all these kind of things out, and started treating me for them. But I had went for so long without it, I think, that my oncologists from Fox Chase are pretty much saying, verbally to me, that they believe that the interferon has done a number on my brain and has caused to have what they call chemo brain, and also neuropathy, which they still can't figure out. I'm having vertigo again. I'm having the numbness so bad that they're not allowing me to walk without a walker now. I'm so unsteady on my feet. I pass out periodically. Thank God, from a melanoma standpoint, I am no evidence of disease since my surgery of January 31st. All my scans every 6 months, PET scans, have been what they call no evidence of disease. My next scan is scheduled for December 17th. I figure that'll be my Christmas present if it's no evidence of disease. I started a Facebook page because I felt like I wanted to help other people. I've always had that nature to help. And so in October 2012, I started what is called, Facebook page called The Cancer Spot. And I made my own melanoma equation, and it's a melanoma awareness +, inspire +, humor equals the cancer spot. Now, of course, I've added another ingredient, but melanoma has taken a lot from me. It has taken my independence away. I cannot work. I am currently, fighting the Social Security to get Social Security because I cannot work, and I can't. If I look up or look down, I get dizzy. my vertigo is still not controlled, even though, in spite of the medications, I'm maxed out on vertigo medication. And they still don't know what kind of neuropathy I am dealing with, but it continues to get worse, and it's very scary. But on the other hand, I'm a very determined person, and call it stubborn if you will, whatever you want to call it. I've had so many incredible opportunities meeting amazing people worldwide, in the melanoma community, worldwide if you will, and have taken part in being able to tell my story, using my sense of humor on my cancer center, Fox Chase. My story's on there, my testimony, and then they also, said that I'm an author as well, using humor, because I did all kinds of funny disguises, and while I was doing my treatment in the Potsdam Regional Cancer Center, because it was closer to home for me. And I got to go on a free vacation with my husband for melanoma stage 3 and 4, which was called Tina's Place, and it was we stayed at a cottage by a lake in Michigan, and it was just an incredible trip, and it was what we just, to quote my husband, it was just what the doctor had ordered, to just get away from everything. We've lost a lot of things. We've lost our house over melanoma. I've lost my independence, the ability to work, not being able to think clearly. Things that I took for granted before take me 4 times as long. I'm still fatigued, but like I said, I have so many things to be thankful for. I just took part in a campaign called Pass the Parasol. The parasol is a UV 99 UV ray, and it's from the Berelli company, Brelli. And while my sister had took me on a trip to New York, knowing that she would be right by my side in case I would fall or anything like that. I had my walker with me, and I have to use my walker for stability, and because of fatigue and that kind of thing, for balance. I'm just so unstable that way, and I have so many hopes and dreams, but I will accomplish these dreams, but maybe not in the way that I thought before cancer entered my life. And so I go on with my page. It's all about awareness. And my sister, I got to meet the woman that actually, the founder and president of the Berelli company, and I have my own, and I call her Belle, Belle, and I am going to be putting all the inspiring slogans on there from all the melanoma warriors. I have 16 spots open, and on here I put my own, and The Cancer Spot is my page on Facebook, and I'm from Pennsylvania, and I had to stop my treatment due to collapsed. And February the 1st of 2012 was my last treatment for that. From the melanoma standpoint, doctors say that I am no evidence of disease, and I'm doing well with that. But with the beast, you just don't know. The rest of your life, it's gonna hunt, try to hunt me down. And I'm going to fight. I am a fighter, and that's why I refer to myself as a melanoma warrior. So here is my Berelli, my Belle, and as you can see, I have written on there. This one is The Cancer Spot, and my slogan is, melanoma, you can't have me. And I put underneath the woman that started to pass the parasol, through the mail, and then everyone would take a picture. I actually have my picture on my cell phone. If you can see it. That's a picture of Pass the Parasol. And so I wrote to the person. Her first name is Julie, and her Facebook page is called Cloudy with a Chance of Melanoma, because you can get melanoma, a sunburn from the UV rays, even on a cloudy day. People think that when it's cloudy that they can't get sunburn. But I did have a history of getting, when I was a child, getting sunburns, blistering, sun poisoning, a number of times that I can remember from going down to the ocean. And then also later on in life, and then of course having the 10% risk because of having because I'm green, fair skin. I was at 10% risk, and then of course when I was before the age of 35, I tanned 20 times 2 minutes, which raised my risk by 87% of getting malignant melanoma. So between the three of those, my hereditary factor. No one in my family has malignant melanoma, and if I had to give anybody advice, I would say go to a dermatologist. My PA at my doctor's office missed mine. The second PA, thankfully, did the biopsy and found out that it was malignant melanoma. And so that's why I say don't trust your family doctor's office. Go to a recommended dermatologist to get your skin check. And it doesn't matter. Melanoma does not discriminate against your race, your gender, or even your age. So that my page represents I'm just trying to get the melanoma awareness. And so I plan on writing a children's book about a humorous children's book to educate children on how to protect their skin, elementary children, because I love children, and it's just something, it's just a dream that I've had but never knew what I was going to write about, but now I know now. And so that's another positive. I just take one day at a time, and I like to often quote, every day's a gift, and that's why they call it the present. And I'm not sure who actually coined the phrase, but that's what I like to say every day, because really no one's tomorrows really are promised. And another thing I always say is, medical science statistics can say what it wants about my survival rate, but only God decides my last day on earth. And so that's what I'm standing on. I'm standing, every day is precious to me, and I want to raise awareness every day of my life, and hope to save, if I just save one. So, I know this has been a long video. Thank you for listening, and please get your skin checked by a dermatologist ASAP. And wear sunscreen, wear a wide brim hat. This is a UV 99 umbrella, but this is a brief umbrella, but they have them all different sizes. And where you can get clothing to actually protect you, to cover your skin. That's UV also. I also recommend sunscreen and lip balm and sunglasses to protect your eyes. So that's my little rant now, my little melanoma rant, if you will. So I hope you all are more informed and that you will spread the continue to spread the awareness. And I really hope and pray that you will never ever get this beast called malignant melanoma. I just want to make sure that you understand that it's something that you don't want to ever mess with. Melanoma just wants to rob you of everything that you have and steal your life away from you. So don't mess around with it. Don't ever use a tanning bed. And if you do, go to a dermatologist ASAP. But even if you don't use a tanning bed and you've gotten a sunburn, just one, you have raised your risk of getting malignant melanoma. So take care of your skin. You only get one. It's the largest organ of your body, and you want to make sure that you love the skin that you are in. Bye.